Hello, my name is Hugh and welcome to my channel. And for those of you that's watched me for a while, you'll notice that I'm not in my workshop. I'm in my mate Kevin's workshop for a few days again, just to get some other bits and pieces done, which hopefully I will get videoed while I'm up here, and there'll be future videos. The bit you're about to watch, I actually recorded January last year, 2022. Hello, my name is Hugh and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, this is going to start off with an unboxing. This arrived this morning from America and it was sent to me by Daniel Dubois of Turnage Dubois, and I'll put a link to his channel up there and to a specific video of his, because I watched this video and I thought, ooh, I would really love to make one of those. So I had a look for buying the kit in the UK and couldn't. So Daniel very kindly offered to buy the stuff for me in the States and ship it over. So that's what happened. So obviously I paid Daniel for the cost of the kit and the shipping, but then he said, oh, I've put something else in there for you. So which is why I'm showing the unboxing, because I know the kit that's in there, but I don't have a clue what else is in there. So excuse the camera wobbling around. Gordon Bennett. There we go. So the video that will be following this unboxing will be me making or using the kit. The kit is this, which is from Rockler, and it's a humidor for a single cigar, and I'll be making that for my brother, as he does smoke nice cigars, and occasionally he shares one with me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But first of all, I've got to find some wood for it, so it won't be today. And then he said he'd put something else in, so let's have a look. Right, that's the kit and the bushings, and thank you, Daniel. Some of you who have watched me for a while know I absolutely adore red cedar, and I've had the privilege of turning one piece from a blank that Louis from Spindle's Workshop sent me, and I'll put a link to that video in the description. But he sent me 4 red cedar blanks. So cheers Daniel, thank you mate. And this, which is a resin blank, and I believe Daniel has cast this as well, and I think I've seen him use this for something, one of these blanks, and it is gorgeous. I mean, look at the colours in that. That's going to be fun. So I will do a video of me turning that as well. So yeah, Daniel mate, diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you very, very much. Cedar. Joy. They'll be special pens. So yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and it was a short unboxing. So yeah, next time you see this kit, I'll be in the workshop. I'll have sourced some nice wood, and I'll show you the kit in some detail. So as I said, not sure when this is going to be posted, because I have to do justice to this kit and get some really nice wood. I have something in mind which I think will be big enough. So yeah, I'll see you in a second for you. Not sure how long for me. So see you in a bit. So we've picked out this bit, and it's rosewood. So this is what I'm going to make that humidor out of. So the next time you'll see this, I'm just going to measure up the blanks. It's the same as a pen, and then cut them to size, and then they'll be in here in the chuck ready to drill out for the tubes. Okay, and before we get on with that, I'd also just like to say thank you to everybody that's reached out and said, am I alright? Because it's been a while. My last turning video was January this year. So yeah, things have been going on, but everything's good now, thank goodness. So yeah, thank you everybody. So as I say, without more ado, I won't show you cutting this because you've seen me cut dozens and dozens of pens. So that process is identical. So I'll bring you back when it's chopped up and ready to drill. Okay, so here's the blank. As you can see, I've got the centre there, top part of the kit, bottom part of the kit, mark centres and put a divot in each one. So what I'm going to do now is chuck it up in there, bring a live centre up into that recess to make sure it's all aligned, and then drill out with a Forstner bit. So let me get set up for that and I'll bring you back in a sec. Okay, so we're all set up. I've done a test drill on the offcut from this blank, and this is hard wood, this rosewood. So it's going to take a while to drill. So what I'll do is I'll just show you the start of the drilling, and then I'll bring you back once we've got both top and bottom blanks drilled, and then we're ready to epoxy the tubes in. Speed will be 550. So that's what that's going to look like, and there's the shavings from it. So as I said, this is going to take a while. I'm going to take it nice and slowly. I don't want to overheat the wood. As you can see, there's some moisture there, so this is going to be a long thing. So I'll bring you back when both tubes are drilled. See you in a sec, please. Oh, I said that would take some time. That hole took 10 minutes to drill. This is certainly not going to be production work, I can guarantee you. And as you noticed, with the Forstner bit, I had to put the extension bar on so I could get the depth in. So let me do the other one off camera, and I'll see you shortly. Okay. 2 holes drilled. They don't go all the way through because I'm now going to cut these to length and then true up the faces before gluing the tubes in. Now, for full disclosure, those 2 holes took an hour to do, and the reason being, that is a 1 1/16 inch hole or 27mm, and that is a 26mm Forstner bit. So off camera, we did something which there's no way I would show on YouTube, because should we say it's not best practice, but if you know what you're doing and you're comfortable in doing it, then that's fine. But I certainly will never show that on YouTube. Okay, according to the instructions, obviously you can't barrel trim this because it's far too big. They say to sand down to the tubes once you've glued in. Well, both Kev and myself thought, not really fancying that. And Kev came up with this rather ingenious way of squaring off the end, and that's using a larger Forstner bit, which is what I'm going to do. So this end is just literally going to be kissed, just to true it up, and then the other end will be trimmed down to the length of the barrel. Then we can glue the barrels in, and then get on with the fun part of turning it. So let's get this going. Speed. Still 550. Okay, so that's it. Trimmed. So what I'm going to do now is that end and the other two, and then I'll bring you back when it's time for us to glue the tubes in. See you in a sec. Okay, so we're about 2.5 hours in so far to get those two cut to length, drilled, trimmed both edges. Now, I've never seen bushes like this before, apart from non-stick bushings for applying the CA or super glue finish, but that's the bushes I had to buy for the kit, and they're plastic, and neither Kevin or myself have any confidence in those being able to hold that on without something going wrong. So before we glue the tubes in, we're just going to take the corners off on all four sides to give us a better chance of getting this to work. So next time you'll see this, now because I'm going to shut up and get on with things, you'll see that tubed and on there ready for turning. See you in a... Okay, so chucked up, body, cap. I'll be honest with you, worst bushings I've ever come across. Hello. Plastic, they're terrible. Okay, so yeah, terrible bushes. For those of you with keen ears, in the background you can hear a high-pitched whine, like a, sorry, dentist drill, because it is. If you watch next week's video, all will be explained. So, but let's get this finished. I mean, look, it's spinning, so it's going to be quite a high speed. This is the Robert Sorby micro spindle gouge, 1/2 inch, and very, very light cuts. So, mask and face shield on, as Phil would say, and let's get to turning this cigar humidor. 1900. Okay, that's the turning done. I've lost count how many hours this is now so far, but I messaged Daniel and I said, I am never going to do one of these again. But it is for my brother. It's his 70th birthday later in the year. And I know it's safe to put this video out because he doesn't follow me on YouTube. So, I'm going to start sanding at 240, up to 400, some abrasive paste, or sanding sealer, abrasive paste, and then, excuse me, some microcrystalline hard wax. So, excuse the noise, because I'm just going to turn the extractor on. Speed 580. That's what that's going to look like for a while. I'll bring you back when the sanding's done. Sorry. And same as with pen blanks, in between each grit, straight up and down the grain. Try and get rid of any radial marks. So I'll bring you back when it's all done. Okay, now my favourite bit of meth or denatured alcohol, clean the grain out and give us a preview of what this is going to look like. See the dust coming off. Very rich colour. Let's have a look. Oh boy, look at the grain. Beautiful. Okay, sanding sealer and then abrasive paste. Oh, that. Look at that. Beautiful. So after the chestnuts cut and polish, I just used some carnauba wax on it, and it's smooth as silk, and that grain is stunning. Okay, next stage now is to get this thing together. Okay, final thing we do before the assembly is, as you can see, it's quite a nice finish off the carnauba wax, but now I'm just going to give it a buff. And there's the difference. That's shiny, or sheeny, and that is beautiful. Love it. Okay, so finally, after goodness knows how many hours, actually ready to put this kit together. Well, as I said right at the beginning, let's explain a bit about the kit and why I really don't like it. That's the end. In there you have a space to put distilled water, and that screws in to the base. It's going to need some wax or something on it, because you can hear it and that's annoying, really annoying. That's the hydrometer, or hygrometer, whatever they call it. That glues into there. This unscrews here and glues into there, and then the cap, the other end, glues into there. And I just don't understand why you have to glue when you spent all that time making this, then to introduce glue right at the end that could get onto your finished surface. It just doesn't make sense. So, to try and avoid any disasters, I'm going to put painter's tape around that, there and there, and then use Bob Smith Industries 5-minute quick setting epoxy. Before I start that, bushes, nylon, and even being very, very careful, they're still marked. So, as you can see, when I bought the kit, it was $20 for the kit and $8 for the bushings. I've just looked, the bushings are now $13 and the kit is $26. That's $39. Will I buy another one? No, definitely not. These things should be push fits. They shouldn't have to be glued. It's just annoying. Anyway, enough of me ranting. Let me get set up to put some painter's tape on this, and let's glue it together. Try and keep this in camera. What I'm trying to do now is, if I do get any squeeze out, it's going to be on the painter's tape and not the finish on the rosewood. Excuse me a sec while I pick that up. Right, there we go. So, save time, I'm going to mix up some epoxy and I'll bring you back when it's time to put all of these bits in there and epoxy them in. I'll see you in a sec. There you go, it's together. Fiddly, unnecessary in my point. Sorry, I'm going to stop having a rant. Why it's not push fit, don't know. Right, leave that set off for a bit and then take all the masking tape off, and I'll take some pictures and put them up at the end. So, thank you very much for watching. I know this has been long. which I apologise for, but you know, it is a nice looking piece. It just overcomplicated in the way that it's put together. But if you've liked it, you can give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, please leave a comment. I read them all, I reply to them all. As ever, thank you to all my subscribers and all the new ones still coming on board. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I can make content that you will continue to enjoy. All you diehards, the originals, the oldies, still can't remember the other one. Again, Jock and Varian. So next week's video is going to be me second turning one of the oak bowls that I wet turned again in Kevin's workshop last year. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, thank you very much. Like it, share it, subscribe it, all those good things as everybody says. Just one last thing for me to say is please take care, please stay safe. I'll see you next week, and